Hello guys. Here I am on PC. I just want to show you how to make a student report card. And as you see here, I have names. I have just a gender here. I have female, males. I have now different courses, different subjects. Here I have physics. I have physics theory, chemistry. Mathematics, entrepreneurship, and ICT, physical education and sport. Here I have religious studies, I have general studies, and have different students. And I just want to use these students' marks to show you how you can just make your own student report. And it doesn't matter if you have different classes. I will see how to use to make a student report card using best grade. In the previous video, I have shown you that you can just download the best grade from Google and how to install it, how to start using it. And let me move to the best grade, show you how you can just make our report. Here I am. You see, I have Rwanda version 5 best grade installer, and you have seen it in the previous video. And I'll just put I will pin the link of the first video down here. And to start using this one, you have seen that we have to click on it. We double click on this and make sure that you have downloaded this one, and you have seen how to download it. And now it is opened. After that it's opened, you see down here there is an arrow. It's where you come and click, and then you go to option 1 to create a single file to manage all the classes. And you have seen that we can just uh, do a report for 60 classes, up to 60 classes. I click on create, and now here I have to give the name. I have to give a name my best grade file. Now let me call it maybe gs send mm, and I click OK, and I click OK to generate it. At the end I will see this file alone on my PC, on my desktop. You see now here it is saving. I wait a little bit to be completed, and after that it's complete, you see I now have my best grade. You see, I can even close here, and once I close here, I can have it. You see it is here. Let me move it here. I have my GS send mm. I can now open this, and this one is different from this one. You just pass here to start using our best grade, and this one have been reduced from here. I've been deduced from here, and now I no longer need to come back here. I just have to use this one. Let me double click on it to open. You see now I have my best grade. To start using this best grade app, now I just have to enable content. You have first of all to enable content. Yeah, for it to allow you to edit something. And if you're familiar of how you use how to use Excel, it will be very easy for you to use best grade. And down here you see we have modify school information. This is where we select and just type different school informations. And down here it's where we see classes. You can see classes here. And down here there is add student information and grades. This is where we click, and this is where we click to add student name, student marks. We just click here, and here this is print reports. This is where we see basically report card. This is a termly. It can be a termly report, term 1, term 2 report. Yeah, this student list, you can generate a student list here. And here these student cards. Here you can just If you can also generate student cards. If you just want to print your student card, you will see how to just get the cards. Yeah, this is a report card. This is the end of the year report card. Yeah, this report card will combine the three terms. You will see it. Yeah, this is a blank teacher page. You can just have this page if you are if you just want to generate the one of the teacher. It is a blank teacher page, and this is the student rank. Yeah, within a student rank is where you will generate a list depending on the term, a list of students and their rank. You will see a list, an Excel list, where it starts from the top students up to the least scored student. It will be the list and the total marks. You can just print it and give it to student, or can just print it, give it to the class teachers to just to show to show the student their progress. And here we have a summary grade. A summary grade, yeah, it's a sheet that combine all subjects as we have here. You see, yeah, this one is summary grade. We have names and all subjects are here where there is a test exam for each subject. Okay, and here you see there is certificate of enrollment, and here also you can just generate the certificate of enrollment. And if you're just going to start making a report with this best grade that you have downloaded, as it has been shown in the previous video, and here you start by modify school information. You click here to start adding school information. Now the name of the school, this is GSC St. MM. The address, you can just put the district. Maybe I can say it is maybe Kalongi district. About the telephone number, you can just put your telephone number, fifth and 0, 250 079, for example, etc. And here there is school year. Let me put 2022. And down here it's where you put classes. You see, this is where you put classes. You can put classes up to 60 classes. Add a class. Maybe I can just say P1, P2 up, and you go on up to S6 advanced level. You can go on and on. You can put different classes that you want. Let me, for example, put S5, and they'll call it. If it is S5, they must have option. This is maybe PCM, because in the summary grade that I showed you, there is physics, there is chemistry, there is mathematics. Down here, even if I put one class, but remember that you can put more different classes. Down here, if you have a photo, you can just add a photo or logo for the school. If your school has a logo, you can just click here to select. You can select it from the PC and put a logo of your school. And here you can you have seen that we can lock subject. If you want to lock subject, so that nobody can just edit them, we can lock the subject, but there is no need to lock them. And now I now have done with the score information. Yeah, this is enough. But if we want to add something again, you can get back and just edit. And everything we do to move to from one uh, one region to another region on this sheet, I go to menu. You click it to menu to get back to where you are. And here you see there is empty spaces. We have I could put classes, but I didn't add more classes, many classes. I only add this one. It means I have only one class that is added here. And I got to add student information. There it was school information, now it is class information, student information and grades. And I come here, I click here, It's where you click when once I want to put marks, want to put names, and as you see, you have a number. They are there by default, and here you see the first term, second term, and the third term. And you see here down there is admin, there is comment, there is subject. Here it's where we click once we want to put the subject. We'll see how to do this. And here is where you put the first name, and from here you see there is birth date, there is birthplace. You can put all of them here. Enrollment, enroll and repeated class, absence, rate, sex, and you can even add a photo, a student photo. You can add it. We'll see how to do it. And here you see there is now a place where we'll have subject. And let me just go there and put subject. To put subject, I need to come here and click on subject. And now up here you have subject. We have to put subject. Your marks points for test. If it is yeah, sometimes you call it a quiz. The total marks for quiz and total marks for exam, test and exam. And here you say you just check if it is a core subject or it's not a core subject. You leave it blank. And let me just start by typing courses, different subject. For example, physics. Yeah, physics. I can say within science, sometimes you have theory. You have theory and the practice. Let me say physics theory, and it's over 50, and test is 50, exam is 50. And now have physics theory. Yeah, physics practice. Yeah, practice. Yeah, physics practice. And down here you see I can say it's C20. In many different classes practice here is C20. And I can say now type chemistry. Also it has theory and the practice. Yeah, theory and practice. Down, let me put down here practice. Yeah, chemistry practice. Chemistry practice. Let me just put the practice. And there I can put the marks. It's over 50. 50, and there it's 50. I put a 52. And down here it's over 20, and here also 20. And remember, these are core subject. I tick in this box. Now I have mathematics. Mathematics, it's over 70. Test and exam over 70. It's the core subject too. I have entrepreneurship. Yeah, it's over 50. It's over 50. And down here I can maybe put let me put ICT. If you have more different subject, you can just add them. There is no problem. You can add more subject down there. And this is over 20 and 20. And here I have I can have physical education, and it's over 20. And here 20. Let me check there. And down there you have religious studies. Religious studies at here 20 and 20. And I can also put general studies and communication skills. It's 20, and here 20. Now let me stop by here by putting marks. I now have my subjects. By putting subject, I have my subject here. Have yeah, different subjects and the marks, the marks points for test on the exam. And they have to click OK once I'm done and wait a little bit. It's being saved. And now you see here where the subjects are. Once I just scroll left to the right, I now have physics, and they're in order. They're in order that I just typed there in the subject. You see physics, you can go chemistry, and so on. Now here I have names. Let me go there in my Excel sheet. Yeah, as we use Excel, we can also copy and paste something here. You see here in my grade summary here, grade summary, I have names. Let me just copy from first and to the last name. I can copy up to the last student. Can just Control C or here or come here to copy. Now I can paste names there. Let me paste names in my report. You can just paste or Control V to paste. I have how many students? I just have up to 30 students. Okay. Now here you can put birth date if you have them. You can just put birthplace. You can go on and on. You can even copy. You can even copy gender. Have it there. Let me go there and just put gender. Yeah, let me just copy this column because I got it there. I can copy and go there in my just a best grade to paste it, and you have just to make sure that you have on student number 1. Sometimes you make an error and you start copying from here and there is a disorder, something like there will be disorder because you'll be having maybe the first student, the marks or something be down in the name. And let me paste here. I have gender. Here is where we add the photo. If you have photo, you can just go there. Let's see how to. You can just once you click there, you see every student here with you see names. You can just click to add a photo if there is a photo, and you can click to add. You go there and put a photo if you have it on your PC, and you click open. You can just do it for all students to add a photo there. Let me return and let me scroll from left to right to put marks. You see go from class 1, just from subject 1 up to there. But it doesn't matter if you don't you don't have the marks of here. If maybe the teacher of physics didn't give you the marks, but you can just start putting the one on mathematics or chemistry, and you go back and you put other marks, the remaining. Don't worry, it's very easy. And here you see there is exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are different exercises that I have just to give student, and they must all be totalized over 50, as we have just put the marks there in the subject. And here this is the exercise. It is total marks for exercises. It means if you have different exercises, you can just put one here, another one here, but it's better if you add them and put the total. They just you put one exercise. You can add one, two. You can add all of them and put the total marks here. And this column is for exam. This one's for exercise. And once you put exercise here, it will be the total here, and here it will be the marks for exam. You can just put the marks here and the total will be marked here. You put the here to be marked here. You can if all those columns here, you can just use one of them. You can put marks here for test. You can put marks here for test, and the total will be appear here, will be appearing here, and the exam must be here. Let me go to my Excel sheet and I copy the marks for test. This is physics. To see, this is physics. I copy and I come in my report, I paste. Make sure that is you're on student number 1. I can paste it here, or I can paste it here. You see, have the marks. Now you see the total immediately. The total. It just yeah, this software, our best grade will just recognize that this is the total. And once I put something here, if I add something like 2, you see here I have 26. It adds all exercise here. I can just delete this one and go there to bring the marks for exam, that or the test. I copy. I just come and paste here in the exam. You can go on and on, and here we are on your physics practice. Physics practice. You see here there is a test for physics. I copy the marks too, and I come here to my report, to my best grade. I just paste here. I go to the exam, I bring it. Can bring all subjects. You can just bring all of them. You copy and you come here and you paste in the exam column, and you make sure that you are just put the real marks. And this is how we do it. You continue. I continue to put the marks. I can put the chemistry. I copy if you have the marks here in Excel, and remember that the student list must be the same. The student list here must be the same as the one you have here in your best grade. Yeah, for the marks to be accurate. And I can copy these too. If you want, I can just go on and copy all marks here. Can copy here the exam. It's very easy. Within 20 minutes, you can have your student report. And you see there is no need to add. There is no need to just to do summary. The system do it itself. You see, I can go there. I now have mathematics here. I copy, I paste, and I go there. Oh, this is chemistry. Yeah, this is chemistry practice. Okay, I can put the exam too. And remember that once you are doing a result report, you don't need to leave a blank space. If this one didn't do the test or didn't do the exam, put 0. Don't just leave it blank. Once you leave it blank, the system will just make average for this student. You can see someone who has done only one subject exam, and he's the first one. Just it is an error, and this error is due to the blank space that you left here. Make sure that you put max or 0. Max or 0. Okay, and let me just go to mathematics and make copy. Let me go to mathematics and make copy too. I can go on, and let me just to exercise here 5 where I put my marks, and let me go there and copy the exam. You can copy and copy, then paste here, and you can just now go to the entrepreneurship and copy. You see, once you have the marks in your Excel sheet, if all teachers of the different subject gave you the marks in Excel sheet, it's very easy. And you will see also how to use a very easy way and very helpful. We how to use le page pour professeur. It is in French. Domain, how to use page pour professeur, which is very easy because once you just have the page yellow page pour professeur, we just click on paste only. It's when we use this paste which is here. We'll see how to use it in the next video. And Yeah, don't worry, this best grade is very easy to use and it's very nice to use it. And here you see you can just copy the marks of for ICT. I can copy the marks of for ICT and go on and on. See, you just see here, and I can just come there and make a copy here too. And you see here all marks will be, all subjects will be just like this. I can just stop by here by pasting and copying. You can go on and on do the same, but if you don't have the marks on your Excel sheet, you can type. You can have a list with the marks, with which is you can have a hard copy list, and somebody is near you just leading the marks for you, or you can do it for yourself, and you just type. You just put the marks. There is no need. I don't think you can only paste and copy, copy and paste, copy and paste. You cannot even type. You can type. If you have the hard copy marks, you can type and go on. Yeah, these are cells like the one you have in Excel. Yeah, okay. Now guys, you see, this is how you put the marks, and let me scroll to the right on and on. I keep scrolling there to see where you put the marks for contact. There, down there to the right, you see you can put different subject, and up here you see have where to put the conduct. This is where you put the behavior marks if it is over 40, and this one must not be added to subject. It's not a subject. It's, you just come here, scroll to the left and put maybe 38, yeah, maybe 36. You can scroll down up to the, as you do in Excel, you can even copy too. You can just autofill. You can autofilling here to up to the last student, up to here. You see have the marks there, and don't worry, it's very easy. Here it is. There's subjects and the total marks. You can see it here to the right, and now I'm done with it. And now what's the flowing? What's flowing? And you see the marks that are put is for first term, which is here. Once I click on second term, you see there are only names, but there is no marks. There is subject, there is uh, all subject, there is all everything that was there in the term one, but there is no marks for term second term. Even for the third term to the same. Once you want just to put, maybe you are now in the first term and you just want to put the marks for the second term, you just come here and just make sure you check the for the second term, and you come there and you put the marks for the marks for second term, and the third term to the same. You can put marks in the same way that we have done for the first term, and this is the first term. And now we just have to go back there to menu to see, and remember that yeah this is not automatic for saving. Also need to save. Let me save. To save you have to click here to save, or you can just hold the Control plus S as you do it in Excel. Don't think it will save for you automatically. You have to just to save. You click here to save, or you just just hold Control plus S. Let me back to menu to see where I have just my report. You see, I have told you that here for print report, yeah, this is a basic report card. For basic report card, it is a report card for term. It can be term one, term two, and let me click here to see how our reports are looking like. I click here, and as you see here, I have student name, I have a report, number of student here. it's 30 and I didn't put my student class. You see, I can just go there back and put it. And here you see there is student number. We had only 30 student, 30, and the conduct marks was 38. But remember that there is where I put that 38, 35, and you can see. And now you see here the subject that I put here. It is I'll put as a full report card. And as you see here, this is the average, the rank. Yeah, this one is the 60th from yeah, of 30 students. And this one you can see it's 11. And you see this is student number 1 is student number 2. I can just modify here and put student 12 to see student 12. It is the name is this one. And as I go down here, you see 12. And this one is you can see the rank. You can change here. You can just put the third student number 30. It is this one, you see, and the rank is 744 24. And here there is late absence. You remember there where we started on the first page, there is where you have to put the number of absence, the number of what you can see. And this page can be printed. You see, to print this page, it means if it is a termly report, you see this one is the first term. If it is a termly report card, it will be printed as you look it here, but it will be white. This background will not be there. It will only have from here Republic of Rwanda, Ministry of Education, and you go down there. And if you want to print this report out here, you see there is print this page or student. You can even print one student or all students at the same time. You can also change student. You can just go to change student and choose another one. You see, I can just say and then need student number 7. You can go there and see their name. Maybe you just want to print only one report of student and say here your topist. You see the name and just click on the number and you have his report here. And once you want to print, you can print this page. You can just print all students the same time, or you go to file as we do it in Excel, and you go to print, and you go to print, and you go to print. There you have to choose the printer. You got to choose the printer. You can see you choose the printer, and then you go to start printing. Maybe the printer is not selected. You go to file and you select the printer and you come back. The printer that you have selected will be the one that will print this one. You see, maybe I just want to print this page, and let me select a printer. Let me output this one as a PDF. You see, this one will be convert this one into a PDF because it's not a real printer. You see, I can just select this one, or I can just choose the other one to, but this one is offline. Let me just print it. Let me print this page. I click here. You see, I can now save it as a PDF. I can choose yeah, let me this is topist. I can select save, and we go to download to see how is our report. Let me go to download to see this report. I come here, it is here in a PDF, but there is none to convert them in a PDF. Maybe it's because here I don't have a real printer, but if there is the printer there, you can just choose a real printer and print it out without just keeping it as a PDF. And you see I have a report. I have my full report with subject. You can put all subject here. You can just do whatever. Here there is observation, there is whatever. Let me go back there to my basic grade. Now you see how to make reports very easy. It's very easy with the best grade. You can just click off or to all students if you want to print all reports for the whole class. And once you want to go back, as we have seen, you just click to menu to see now student rank. Yeah, student list. It's the list of student. You can see. And now student card. It's where we make student card. You see. Yeah, this student number. This you can just make a student card here. You can even click to modify the design. You can just modify everything here, and you'll turn back and you go to menu back, and now see I'll see report card. Report card, as I told you, it's a report for all. It's a report for the whole year. In the end of the year report, you see, end of the year report, it will combine all terms. First term you see it as marks, second term, third term. It means once you want to print the whole year, the end of the term, the year report, you just come here to the report card. You can just come here to print the final report, which is combining term 1, term 2, and term 3. And here there is a blank page, blank teacher page. This is where you can print this out and put these exercises and the comments. You can get back there, and here this student rank. Once you're just student rank, once you just want to output how students are performed, you can just print this out and give it to your student. You see, this is the first term. Second term here there is no marks, but first term there is marks. You see, Eric's the number 1. You see, you can go down there to see all students. There you see there is the list is in order. It is ordered according to the students' marks. And you can go back to menu. You can see grade summary as the one I had. You see have here all marks, all subjects here. You see have all subjects. You can even print this one. You go back there. You can just do whatever. If you want to modify something, you see, you can go back there and put some modifications. You can just add different classes. Maybe you just want to add you can even add the P1, you can even add the P2, you can add this S4 PCM, you can add a S, you can just come here and add maybe S6 BCG. You can add different classes, and you save the changes, and you wait a little bit. It is not fast as fast as the real Excel sheet. You go to menu, you go back to menu, and you can go to student information again. You see, you can go to student information again. You can go back to menu. You see here you have to select a class. Maybe I just need this class. You can even select this depending on the class that you want. Yeah, and depending on the class that you want, you can just choose any, you can select any class. Guys, this is a summary of how we can just make a student report, and this is like a summary of how we can make a student report and put the marks and print out the report. And in the next video we'll see how to use Page pour Professeur, how to use it for easy work. We have seen that you can just do whatever with Excel. If you have the marks, you have just, you see I have senior for PCM. You see I can go back there and choose another class. If I have to make reports for different classes, you can go to modify school information and put different different classes. You can choose whatever depending on what you want. You can go to your Excel sheet and You can go to your Excel sheet and make a copy. You can copy and paste. You can do everything you want with this best grade. Guys, wait for the next video which will show you how to use partial of Excel to simplify things once you just want to make copy and paste. And see you next time in the next video, and we'll see how to use that page, how to use it to give it to different teachers, and they put marks and you go to your report and you quickly paste. And this is very easy too, and don't think this best grade is complicated. It's very easy, it's very easy to use. Everyone can use it. It only requires to be familiar with Excel, uh, the Excel as you use it, because you have cells, you have columns, you have rows. You can do whatever with it. Guys, see you next time.